in an RV has never been more difficult. How one local woman is trying to lend a hand and get you out of the house this summer. And more bodies were pulled from the rubble this afternoon, the latest on the deadly condo collapse in Florida. Plus, Game 3 as the series shifts to Atlanta. Find out if Giannis and the Bucks overcome a slow start and take the lead in the conference finals.
This is News 3 Now at 10.
The Bucks are now one win closer to the NBA Finals. Milwaukee knocked off Atlanta tonight in Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals, despite falling behind by 15 points in the first quarter. We'll have more on the Bucks win coming up in about 10 minutes. With another holiday weekend just 1 week away, you might be trying to get away. But if you want to get your hands on an RV, think again. With sales nationally up nearly 50% since 2019 and rentals up more than 800%, Adam Duxter explains why that's created opportunities never before seen.
Well, the demand for RVs is a boom that still really hasn't slowed down. And while many see it as a way to get away, some have turned it into a one-of-a-kind business opportunity.
We were really fortunate to get this really beautiful color.
Like countless other Americans, last year Alicia Hamilton got the urge to go outdoors.
I was definitely wanting to do a lot more camping and really got the bug to have a camper.
But discovered
they're not cheap, you know, like you're looking at 15 grand for an entry-level used camper. And then with the maintenance and the storage, it just adds up.
So she got the idea to buy a camper.
The other really great thing about this camper are the canopies.
And rent it out on days she and her family wouldn't be using it.
The hardest part of the whole thing was knowing that I'd have to convince my husband of this crazy idea.
1 year and one government grant later, that crazy idea has transformed into Shady Grove fancy camping.
Kitchen is on the outside, which is super amazing.
And 2 trailers ready for rent.
It was a learning curve as far as like how these things are rented out, how the insurance works, how the rental platforms work.
But as campgrounds like the one at Lake Farm County Park continue to stay full.
We have been on the road since November. Yeah, it's just a lot of freedom.
Hamilton says she wants to help others fulfill the same urge she had.
We want our kids to be out in nature and like experience the fun of camping and campfires and swimming. What we're doing is a way to help facilitate people to do that.
In Madison, Adam Duxter, News 3 Now.
Hamilton says she hopes to continue to grow and expand her business for as long as the RV craze continues, and says the next step includes offering pre-made meals as a part of the rental plan. It was mainly dry today, but thunderstorms should return tomorrow. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti.
Amanda, we had cloud cover for much of the day today, but there wasn't much in the way of rain. As we take a look at the time lapse from the WIC Skycam, it looked pretty threatening most of the day, but we just had some fog early this morning, a couple of sprinkles, and then for the most part it was cloudy with some breaks in the clouds as we headed into the afternoon. Doppler track, though, shows the only showers in Wisconsin up around Eau Claire, a few thunderstorms back in Minnesota and northwestern Iowa, and then to our south and to our east. But right now, the southern part of the state pretty much free of precipitation. There were a few sprinkles over toward Darlington earlier, and those have since dissipated. But rain over the next couple of days could be somewhere between about 1/10 and 1/4 of an inch generally. Some areas could see 1 to 2 inches and heavier thunderstorms. They'll be widely scattered just like the last couple of days. High temperatures today, upper 70s to around 80. The areas that got a little more sunshine out to the west were a little bit warmer. Right now, temperatures are in the mid-60s to around 70, but the dew point temperatures are in the low to mid-60s. Not as high as yesterday, but they'll come back up tomorrow, and that will lead to better chances for showers and thunderstorms. So look for a low tonight of about 66, high tomorrow of about 77, and I'll see some thunderstorm chances at least through Wednesday. I'll have the full forecast in just a few minutes.
Thank you, Gary. Next tonight, a 7-year-old girl is dead after drowning in Lafayette County. It happened last night in the Pecatonica River, just west of Woodford. Sheriff's deputies say the river's current swept the girl under the water, and 2 other children in the river couldn't get to her in time. Search and rescue crews were called just before 9 o'clock. Her body was found by a local rescue team at about 2 a.m. The girl has not been publicly identified. The girl's death is one of more than a dozen water-related deaths in the state so far this year. According to the DNR's latest data released last week, there have been at least 5 drownings and 12 boating-related deaths in Wisconsin in 2021. That includes 2 children who drowned in Racine County last Sunday. 9 people are now confirmed dead and more than 150 are still missing in the wake of the Condo collapse in Florida. The Archdiocese of Miami shared condolences from Pope Francis today and offered prayers for friends and families of the victims. Local officials say they're going to keep working around the clock to search for survivors.
I expect miracles. I'm expecting many miracles. But we got everything we need and more. We just need some luck, and we've had it. You know, we were having the rains, we were having the fire. Those have both subsided, and now it's 100% focused on getting those people out of there.
As crews continue to rescue survivors, newly released emails from 2018 show an engineering firm estimated the building that collapsed needed more than $9 million in repairs. An earlier report from the firm found the ground floor pool deck that rested on a concrete slab was incorrectly angled and had major structural damage. But the report did not indicate those issues could lead to a collapse. President Biden might be closer to getting his infrastructure bill across the finish line. Democratic Senator Joe Manchin says he believes the bipartisan version has the votes and will pass.
This is the largest infrastructure package in the history of the United States of America. And President Biden, there's no doubt in my mind, never has been a doubt in my mind, that he is anxious for this bill to pass and for him to sign it.
The bipartisan deal earmarks $1.2 trillion for infrastructure projects. That's about half the president's original proposal. It also sets aside Biden's plan to raise corporate income taxes from 21% to 28%. If the deal can't get done, Democrats can still try to push it through using the Senate's reconciliation process. President Biden will be highlighting the infrastructure deal when he visits La Crosse on Tuesday. The White House officially announced his trip tonight. Biden is expected to travel with Agriculture Secretary Tom Vilsack. Dozens of immigrant workers are spending the night in Madison tonight ahead of a rally tomorrow at the Capitol. That's where they plan to pressure Wisconsin's U.S. senators to include a citizenship option in that infrastructure bill. As Christina Laurie explains, the group has been marching for more than a week to make their case.
This is day 8 of our 9-day march.
Nearing the end of their march.
Ahora vamos a entrar en Madison.
It's just the beginning of their mission. For the past 8 days, dozens of immigrant essential workers, men and women who've been working in kitchens, grocery stores, and schools, all pandemic, have been walking their way from Milwaukee to Madison.
And the time is now to do it.
90 miles over 9 days. Although it's another number that's been top of mind.
Not just citizenship, but citizenship for 11 million.
11 million, the estimated number of undocumented immigrants currently living in the U.S. These men and women want senators to include a pathway to citizenship for them in the infrastructure bill.
We are running out of time.
It's a promise workers like Hiram Torres say Democrats ran on, and one he believes both sides should be able to understand.
If you are not a Native American, that means we are all immigrants.
Senator Tammy Baldwin has supported a path to citizenship in the past. Ron Johnson has not. But for these marchers, the past does not matter.
We are not asking you to change parties or nothing at all. Try to be on our shoes and try to understand the reason why we are seeking a path to citizenship.
They're working, walking, and tomorrow rallying for a better future.
Because we're here and we're not going anywhere and we could do so much.
In Madison, Christina Laurie, News 3 Now.
Local marchers have one leg left in their journey. Tomorrow at 10, they're meeting at Oldbrook Park before making their way to the Capitol for a rally at 1 o'clock. The Bucks are now just 2 wins away from the NBA Finals. We've got highlights from Game 3 in Atlanta coming up after the break. Plus, come for a book, stay for the yoga. How Madison's public libraries are trying to get you back in their doors this summer.
It took us years to find the perfect bun for Culver's Pretzel House Pub Burger.
It's got the nice pretzel flavor on the outside, but when you open it up, it's light and airy. Got a nice sweet flavor to it. It literally melts in your mouth.
This bun is perfect for a Pretzel House Pub Burger. Seared fresh beef, tangy mustard bistro sauce, pickled red onions, 2 slices of bacon, served with our signature cheddar cheese sauce.
This bun was made for this burger. This is perfect.
I think it's an awesome burger. Welcome to Delicious.
Is your credit score getting in the way of the things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit offer fast and flexible lending. Borrow up to $10,000 and choose repayment terms that work for you. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
The light at the end of the tunnel isn't shining so brightly for everyone. Families continue to fight for survival. Some jobs are gone forever. Bills pile up. But please know, you have not been forgotten. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
If a nurse is what you want to be, let Herzing University make it possible in lots of different ways. Whether you're planning to become a nurse for the first time or take your nursing career to the next level, Herzing offers learning options and a choice of nursing pathways, all with personal care and support. We'll even waive your enrollment fee. Be exactly the nurse you want to be.
I'm possible at Herzing. I'm possible at Herzing.
I'm possible at Herzing.
I'm possible at Herzing.
Call or click today.
They say when you come from a small town like us, you do things your own way. That's why US Cellular doesn't have any hidden requirements. So you can get the latest phone with no activation fees, required phone trade-ins, or anything like that. That's all there is to it. Get a Samsung Galaxy S21 5G free with no hidden requirements. The nationwide network built from your town up. US Cellular.
No more Freon for your AC. Oh no, the homeowner's called Action Man and his action team.
Call on Action Plumbing, Heating, and Electric at iwantactionnow.com.
A family's trip canceled due to COVID. Now, a local senior could be out $15,000 in airfare.
I'd like to get the money back.
Leah Lynchide gives you crucial booking tips to avoid airline woes. Call for action. Monday on News 3 Now at 10. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. You're looking at live pictures of a pretty empty Deer District in downtown Milwaukee after the Bucks took care of business and took a 2-1 series lead over the Hawks. The patio outside Pfizer Forum was filled with thousands of people tonight while the Bucks were on the road in Atlanta. Not a very good start to the game, though, for the Bucks. Hawks guard Trae Young went for 14 of his 35 points in the first, and Atlanta was up by as many as 15. But Giannis and the Bucks did not quit and tied it up at halftime at 56. Fast forward to the fourth quarter, it's still a tight one, but Giannis takes over and the Bucks pull away for the 113-102 win. The Bucks also got big games tonight from both Chris Middleton and Bobby Portis. Game 4 is set for Tuesday night in Atlanta. If the Bucks win that one, they'll have a chance to clinch a trip to the NBA Finals at Pfizer Forum on Thursday. The Brewers were in action this afternoon, going for the sweep over the Rockies. A big day for Keston Hiura. A solo home run in the third inning and a 2-run double in the sixth. Milwaukee wins 5-0, extends its winning streak to 5. Steve Stricker is now a 3-time major champion. The Edgerton native finished on top today at the Bridgestone Seniors Players Championship in Ohio. Madison native Jerry Kelly finished 6 shots back in second. New tonight, Madison's public libraries are finally back open after being closed for more than a year during the pandemic. Now they're trying to get you back inside through a series of health and wellness events. Tehelil Mohedin spent the afternoon at the group's first event of the summer.
I've only known the virtual way of doing events.
With hope back on the horizon, Madison Public Library is reaching out to the community.
It's just great to see everyone's smiles.
Fresh ideas. Focusing on health and wellness.
Kind of take in the beauty of this room, the colors, the textures.
I've never actually done chair yoga, so I thought that was really cool.
And nice. Exhale, release down.
And a good stretch is not all that's on the agenda.
We're really looking to get some good feedback from people who are in the community to help kind of tailor future events. So we really want this to be like a listening session as well as, here's what we think that you would like.
Feedback organizers hope to gain through community conversations, particularly with people of color.
having such a diverse group here today. I think the conversations will be very beneficial for us to talk about various issues, and a great starting point is wellness.
Conversations Live Well at Your Library attendee Monica Howard says she's looking forward to.
Having a close-knit community really helps for keeping our community great, improving the areas that need improvement, and giving an overall perspective.
In Madison, Tahlil Muhaddin, News 3 Now.
The Live Well at Your Library series will continue on the fourth Sunday of each month through September. Future events will focus on renewal, restoration, and celebration. Members of Madison's LGBTQ community are marching for kindness this weekend. Hundreds of people joined a Stonewall Memorial drag march around the Capitol Square today. Organizers say they want to celebrate and uplift queer lives and voices. Tomorrow marks 52 years since the Stonewall riots, when hundreds of people in New York's gay and lesbian bars were injured during a police raid. Police weren't part of New York City's Pride Parade this year. The parade was scaled down and socially distanced, but that's not why NYPD was told not to come. Organizers say officers were excessively violent during last year's parade and put a 5-year ban on their participation in Pride Month events. The city's gay officers and allies had been marching in the parade since 1996. Let's get a look at your certified most accurate forecast now with Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti.
Well, some of us have gotten a fair amount of rain over the last few days, and a lot of us got some rain, but not nearly enough to help break the drought. Some of the heavier amounts, of course, over Crawford County yesterday morning, they picked up anywhere from 5 to over 12 inches of rain. There were some heavier totals eastward toward Milwaukee, down into the Chicago area, and then north of the Dells, a pretty wide swath of about 2 to 4 inches of rain from just northwest or southwest of the Dells to northwest, and then eventually up into central Wisconsin. But a wider perspective shows that areas from southern Iowa through the Chicago area and then eastward into much of southern Michigan picked up 5 or more inches of rain. So those 2 swaths were the big amounts of rain, and in between that's kind of where we were. In these areas in lighter green, less than 1/4 of an inch of rain. At the same time, those 5 and 10 inch amounts were showing up. Right now, just a few light showers and a couple of isolated thunderstorms over parts of Minnesota and the northwestern parts of Iowa. The showers in western Wisconsin really have been fizzling out. The air is a little bit drier in this part of the state, but over the next couple of days, computer models are showing about 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch of rain generally across southern Wisconsin. Some areas, though, will pick up 1 or 2 inches in heavier thunderstorms, just depending on where they track. Down to the south across northern Illinois, they may get more rain, and that's a part of the Midwest now that doesn't need any more rain. But 3 things you need to know in the forecast. It should stay mainly dry for tonight. We might see a chance for a shower or thunderstorm toward morning, but as the humidity levels increase, we'll see better chances for showers and thunderstorms Monday, Tuesday, and perhaps on Wednesday as well. But by the end of the week, we should start to dry out. The humidity levels will drop, and that should set up a nice 4th of July weekend with high temperatures right around 80. The heat starting to build out west. You can see a large area of 100-degree plus temperatures from the desert southwest up into the northern portions of the United States and parts of northern Idaho and much of Washington and Oregon away from the coast. Those areas under excessive heat warnings from near San Diego all the way up to Seattle, and then even into parts of Idaho. And that area of heat advisories and warnings may have to be expanded eastward. But that area is right underneath a large area of high pressure aloft. Notice the jet stream just kind of swirling around it, nothing really moving the air aloft. That air sinks and heats up, and that's why they're seeing the heat there. We're getting a southwesterly wind flow aloft, so the moisture continues to head northward. That will give us better chances for showers and thunderstorms over the next couple of days. The cold front that came through last night will eventually start working back northward as a warm front, and that will bring us more moisture and the better chances for showers and thunderstorms. So for tomorrow, look for cloudy skies. It'll be more humid, and there'll be some scattered showers and thunderstorms, the high of 77. Not an all-day rain, but as you can see on future track, after a mainly dry night tonight, a few showers start to pop up tomorrow morning. Then we start to see some showers and thunderstorms tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, and into Tuesday, more showers and thunderstorms. And again, those rainfall amounts, spotty. Some areas may pick up an inch or 2, other areas very little. Just depends on where those storms track. 7 to 10 day forecast. The humidity levels continue through Wednesday, and then the temperatures drop a little bit. So do the chances for rain as the humidity goes away. And for the 4th of July weekend, that's looking pretty nice. High temperatures right around 80, lots of sunshine and dry weather. So yeah, let's get the rain out of the way early and have a nice holiday weekend.
Set up pretty perfectly. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday are going to be great. All right. Thank you so much, Gary.
You're welcome.
Growing up in a pandemic, that's the reality for young kids over the past years. Next at 10, how psychologists say you can help them as we move toward a new normal.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Those brave men and women of our armed forces, generations of them. Why should today's burdens fall back onto them? They were there for us. Now let's be there for them. Your local Wisconsin energy providers and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund are working together to deliver Wisconsin veterans in crisis heat, power, and help staying in their home. But they can't do it alone. Call to donate today.
Attention! This is an important message for all you grown-ups. Get the COVID vaccine. I miss my friends. This is the end of the message. I'm back! Not so fast. You can't return to a regular program yet. Not until you get the COVID vaccine. This for real is the end of my message. Safe care, your way. Unity Point Health Meritor, a partner of UW Health. Know how much you matter to this world.
Rocket Drive Block? Russia Pole Crush? Jam a Grand Slam? Drunk? Drunk? That'd be insane. Rolling that? Rolling this? Roll together? Drunk? That would be super insane. Hey, all you ladies and guys. Drive sober on the road. No matter how many wheels you roll.
A Ford built for you, by you. Get yours, built from the ground up with your choice of colors, wheels, and other available features specifically designed for your Ford. Want a head-up display and escape? 5 GOAT modes in Bronco Sport, or best-in-class gas, torque in a Ranger? You've got it. And now an extra $1,000 bonus cash on top of all public offers. See your dealer for a Ford built for you, by you. Build and order your select Ford today and get $1,000 bonus cash in addition to all public offers.
Illinois, home to the iconic Route 66, the Great River Road, and countless road trips to discover. Find yours at enjoyillinois.com.
Here's me, Bob, looking super comfy in my dream 5-piece sectional, only $22.99. And here's me in the competition's similar-looking sectional, trying to find enough change to afford its price. Hundreds, even thousands more than my dream. My dream sectional was super deep seating, baby soft stain-resistant fabric, and a plush down blend pillow top, plus a layer of Bobapedic memory foam, only $22.99. Me stressing over the competition's crazy price. Me relaxing on my dream sectional.
See what's in stock, in-store or at mybobs.com.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
A group of bipartisan senators is asking the CDC, how much longer do we need to mask up on public transit? The request was made public today, but sent on Friday by 5 senators, including Minnesota Democrat Amy Klobuchar. They want the CDC and TSA to give them a timeline on new guidelines for planes and buses. They're also looking for updates on data on how COVID transmits for travelers who are fully vaccinated. It was a great weekend for the box office. Fast and Furious 9 tallied $70 million, the most of any movie released since the start of the pandemic. The Vin Diesel film was released internationally last month and has more than $405 million in total sales. Data site ComScore says 80% of U.S. movie theaters are now at least partially reopened. Raising a kid or growing up as one is definitely not easy, especially in the middle of a pandemic. Grace Hodak explains how families are navigating these unusual times to teach their kid this is now, but it's not forever.
A lot of things have changed for kids because of the pandemic. Even simple things like going to the park and playing with people they might not ever see again. These types of interactions are vital for a child's development, but now they're being told to keep their distance while only seeing half of a person's face. The pandemic has been a learning experience for everyone.
Well, raising her is a challenge, as is raising any child.
But especially children like Theodora and new parents Allison and Narayan.
Anytime we introduce her to someone new, like especially people who come in our house, we're like, gosh, is this okay? Like, are you safe?
There's a lot of concern about the development of kids in the context of this pandemic.
Throughout the past year and a half, kids of all ages have been impacted by COVID-19. It's been a year of more time in front of a screen, less time meeting with family and friends, and according to UW Health psychologist Greg Rogers, a time where depression, anxiety, and trauma-related symptoms are ticking up.
Kids learn through multiple senses and multiple modalities. When you're dealing with kind of a more single dimension of learning experience, it really inhibits their ability to acquire information and engage in the world.
Young children like Thea learn from parental cues.
I also don't want to give off this message of fear to Theodora either, that she's going to catch on to, because she looks to me, she looks to us for reactions.
She's now 18 months old, an age that Roger says goes through a normal stage of separation and stranger anxiety.
That may be intensified when there hasn't been the usual socialization.
These challenges are short term.
This is now, but it's not forever.
And parents are trying to teach just that.
It's kind of hard to balance your reaction for the now with what you want her to learn in the long term.
Different families and different kids are experiencing effects from the pandemic in different ways, but it's important to approach these challenges in a calm way to show kids that they are safe and they will be okay. In Madison, Grace Hodak, News 3 Now.
In more local news, local artists are getting their chance to show off their work from the comfort of their homes. The Tenney Lapham neighborhood hosted its 19th annual Art Walk this afternoon. More than a dozen artists who live in the neighborhood exhibited their original work, and a walking map helped guide visitors to each of the artists' home galleries.
We held off last year because of the pandemic, and that was kind of a blow. And this year we just said, well, shall we try having the Art Walk again? And within a week, 14 artists signed up.
You can find more of the Tenney Lapham neighborhood summer events on its website. That's tenneylapham.org. A final check of your First One forecast when we come back.
At Aspen Dental, today is the day to take back your smile. Why wait? We're your nights, weekends, and right now to give you exceptional care and 20% off your treatment plan. New patients take the first step with a complete exam and x-rays that are free without insurance. Because our nationwide network of over 1,500 doctors at 900 locations all have one goal: to make you smile today. Start now. Call 1-800-ASPEN-DENTAL or book online at aspendental.com.
Chevy is America's fastest growing full-line brand, and people are taking it everywhere. Taking Trailblazer outdoors, confidently taking on new places with Equinox, and taking on more with Silverado. Whatever you do, there's a perfect Chevy to take you anywhere. Find your perfect Chevy and get 0% financing for 72 months on select popular Chevy SUVs. Or get a $3,000 cash allowance on all 2021 Silverado Crew Cab pickups.
The light at the end of the tunnel isn't shining so brightly for everyone. Families continue to fight for survival. Some jobs are gone forever. Bills pile up. But please know, you have not been forgotten. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency rental assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
Is your credit score getting in the way of things you want to do? Personal loans through NetCredit help you borrow up to $10,000. So check your eligibility on netcredit.com today without affecting your credit score. You may even be able to build your credit history as you repay. NetCredit, a more personal loan.
Did you know that 178 million Americans are missing at least one tooth?
It's true. That's why at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we only focus on tooth replacement solutions.
Whether it's a single tooth, full dentures, or dental implants, we have an experienced dentist who can create a new smile just for you.
At a price that's affordable.
Because at Affordable Dentures and Implants, we want you to go ahead and smile.
The only thing better than tacos is faster tacos. That's why Johnsonville created its new ground taco sausage. That's right, taco sausage. Premium cuts of ground pork authentically seasoned with cumin and garlic. Next taco night, skip the seasoning packets. Just sizzle and serve. Because with new Johnsonville taco sausage, the only thing between your family and tasty tacos is 10 minutes.
How to bring generations together. Start by splashing together. Put this thing, those things, and that thing together. Call it a get-together. Wisconsin Dells, come together.
Join me in the 608 weekdays on News 3 Now this morning.
First Warn Weather, certified most accurate forecast. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
We had lots of clouds today. They broke up a little bit for some sunshine. That was good.
Today was mainly a dry day, but there are some showers and thunderstorms out there, just not here. They're mainly across Minnesota, northwestern Iowa, and then to our south and east across Indiana and Michigan. But right now, most of southern Wisconsin pretty much free of precipitation. Over the next couple of days, though, we could be looking at about 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch generally of rain. Some areas may pick up an inch or two in areas that get heavier thunderstorms. Temperatures right now still pretty mild, 70 in Madison, upper 60s elsewhere, but dew point temperatures have dropped a little bit. They're in the lower 60s in Madison, but the 70-degree plus dew points are just to our south. So look for a low tonight of about 66, high tomorrow 77 with some showers and thunderstorms. We'll see them off and on through Thursday, but a dry 4th of July weekend is expected.
Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great night.